Homer C. Anderson, United States Army, World War I. Yes, folks, I said World War I. Homer is the only World War I veteran that I've interviewed the last 21 years. I met him in Pompano Beach, Florida. I was interviewing veterans for my Iwo Jima film in 2005. It was January 22nd. 2005, I was in his home in Pompano Beach, Florida, and I met Homer. 107 years old, folks, my oldest veteran. He passed away in 2006, almost at the age of 109. He almost made it to 109, about 3 months short. He was born Christmas Eve, 1897, joined the United States Army, fought in World War I, and folks, from his eyes and ears, you're going to hear it. This is like from a Civil War story, man. The history here. I hope you can really appreciate and really give your attention and honor this man. I would show this to your grandchildren, your great-grandchildren, your children, your family, your neighbors. This is a rare interview, folks. I'm so glad. After almost 20 years, it's been over 19 years since I interviewed Homer. He'd be 126 years old, by the way, if he was alive today, so that kind of puts this in perspective. So, folks, I just invite you to gather the family around as you watch this one. It's a truly great story. After the war, he worked for the Pennsylvania, he was a chief engineer with the Pennsylvania State Highway and Bridge Authority. And he attended Coral Ridge Presbyterian Church in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, where he attended with Dr. James Kennedy, and they actually had his memorial service there. So I'm just so grateful. Chet Howard, I want to thank you for making it possible, Chet. This is the story I told you about World War I. Thank you for making it possible, Chet, for others to learn about World War I through the eyes and ears of Homer. I wish I had more of these stories, Chet. But you've been a great blessing to my work, and I'm really grateful for our friendship, and thank you for your support of our veterans and our country, and great working with you this year. Folks, I would encourage you watching these videos, please become a part of what we're doing here. Don't expect somebody else to do it. And like I said, I've said before, I don't run commercials on this channel on purpose, so we don't clutter it up and disrespect these veterans. That's how strongly I believe in what I'm doing. It's a labor of love. I'd like you to become a part of it. I would encourage you to please donate to this work. There's information in the comment sections of every video, in the video description, and on my website, LarryCapetto.com. Click on Sponsor a Veteran, and you can also click on the Honor Store link and see films that I've produced over the years. So, need your help, okay? Need your help. Voices of History Radio is coming up on the 1st year anniversary, and I need help there too, folks. Listeners support it. We need to raise some funds for next year, and I just encourage you to support that outreach too. It is an outreach. These are ministries for me, educating, empowering people, especially in the day that we're living right now. Dear Lord, we need to know what these veterans are sharing and put them into practice. Keep America alert. That's the motto of the Pearl Harbor Survivors Association, and mine also. Keep America alert. Thank you for watching and listening, subscribing to this channel. I'll talk to you on another broadcast. God bless you. And I've been doing a lot of World War II interviews, and I just wanted to talk with you. Maybe just tell me a little bit about World War I, maybe about you going into the, was it the Army?
Yeah.
Just tell me a little bit about going into the Army, what you remember about going into the Army.
Oh boy, I don't remember very much, I'll tell you.
Did you enlist or did you get drafted?
No, I enlisted.
Uh-huh.
I would have, I might have been drafted later on, but I was young. I mean, I wouldn't have had to get into maybe the war at all if I hadn't wanted to.
Yeah.
I wasn't drafted, and after I got in, I was treated just the same as those fellows that were drafted, and I had the same routine to go through as they did, and I really enjoyed it. To tell you the truth, after I got started,
Yeah.
I didn't get any any real battles. I did have one. Oh, I got in on one round where we were doing some fighting, but it wasn't serious. It was a small quarter of the state.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Were you a rifleman, or what was your job in the Army?
I had a rifle, yes. I was just an ordinary soldier.
Mhm.
Yeah, I didn't have any offices of any kind at all. I was just a soldier.
Well, what do you remember about Germany back then, Homer? About fighting the Germans? What do you remember about our country and Germany?
I tell you the truth, I don't remember anything about it because I didn't see anything about it.
Yeah.
I was so young that I had to fight my way to get into the Army. They said that you're not old enough, and I said, yes, I am old enough. I argued with them, and they said, well, if you want to get into it that bad, we'll let you get in. So I was in there in the year before I was old enough to really be entitled to join, see?
Yeah.
So I got through with it in good shape, though.
Yeah. What do you remember about the United States back during World War I? Was it like World War II, or what was going on?
Oh, the United States is. No, I don't really remember enough to be able to make any statement that would be. But I know that everything was. These everything was on sale, or everything was not on not on sale. It was really everything was pretty well cut down on, and there wasn't too much money floating around at that time, and they were glad to get what they could.
Homer, what do you remember about growing up as a boy and then going into high school, and then what memories do you have about that?
Oh, I don't really have anything that I could tell you that I was.
Did you want to be a soldier when you were a young boy?
Well, I was interested in that, yes, and I thought I would like to be on the what do they call them? When it's more vets than anything else, you know.
Yeah.
And I was interested in getting into the service. Just as interested in getting out. That's the way it works out, you know.
Well, you were assigned to the Signal Corps.
No, you call it the Signal Corps, or the survey corps, we had to learn quite a bit about the party that was taking service, taking different kind of pictures, so that we could fill in when we needed to.
You were trained as an observer in a balloon squadron. Do you remember that? You were an observer in a balloon squadron.
Yeah.
Do you remember what you did? You spotted and shot down airplanes, or what did you do?
No, I don't remember. Really, tell you the truth, we didn't do it. No, we didn't. Yeah.
You don't remember? Do you remember going overseas? Did you go overseas?
No, I didn't go overseas. I never got overseas.
What do you remember about getting married when you got married?
Oh boy.
Your wife is Mary Ruth?
Hmm?
Your wife's name is Mary?
Yeah.
What do you remember about your getting married back then?
Oh, I don't remember very much about it now. That's quite a number of years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you guys, you were married 68 years?
Is that so?
Yeah.
Well, I had a good wife, I'll know that. Yes, indeed.
Do you have any memories of her?
Oh, lots of memories, but I guess nothing that I can.
Are you Homer? Are you proud to be an American?
Oh, absolutely.
Tell me about it.
Well, I don't know just how to go about to tell you about being an American. I like the way we live and the honor we have of getting through life as we take advantage of the things that are offered to us. And I don't know what else.
Tell me about what does the American flag mean to you?
Well, the American flag means to me to honor it when you see it. Being a recharged, being a soldier, I honor the flag very much, and I salute it every time I see one.
Homer, what does it mean to be free? What does freedom mean to you?
Freedom? Oh, I don't know what, to tell you the truth. I don't know what freedom means because I was never locked up. I never in a case where, we don't know what's being locked up and being a servant to somebody all the time. At least I don't, and I figure that most everybody else is the same way. We were always free to do what we could do.
Were you proud to serve our country in the Army?
Absolutely, yes indeed. I was very proud that I was able to have a part of it.
Well, you know, I've talked to a lot of men who served in World War II,
Uh-huh.
and a lot of them didn't come home. They were killed in battle. Did you ever think about the price for freedom and the fact that men have to lose their lives for this country to be free?
They have to do what?
Well, the price of our freedom, the fact that we have war and that men die in war,
Oh, sure.
and that's the price for freedom.
Uh-huh. Well, I was I was in the Army, but I didn't. I was a little bit young, and I was on the latter part of the war, and I didn't get in really any battles. All I got was service right here in this country for whatever we needed, whatever they wanted to do, or whatever we did. We just we didn't get into I didn't get into the battles.
Homer, do you remember when the Japanese bombed Pearl Harbor?
Oh, not enough to say anything about it, no.
Okay.
Because
Do you remember the Battle of Iwo Jima?
no,
Do you remember the flag raising, the flag being raised on Iwo Jima, the famous photograph?
no, sir, I do not.
Okay. Do you have any thoughts about World War II at all that you remember?
No, no,
We're,
all the services I was in, I never got into a real battle.
Do you remember your training as a soldier, the training that you did? Did you shoot a rifle, or do you remember what kind of weapon that you fired when you were training?
I remember training, but I don't remember training. I don't remember rifle training. We didn't have much rifle training. We had all kinds of foot training, walking and talking and being able to handle a gun, but we never did much shooting.
Well, I bet you did a lot of running too, huh?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh yes, we did.
Homer, what's your? Do you have a favorite song?
Favorite song? Oh, no, I don't believe I have.
Are you a religious man? You believe in God?
I certainly do.
Do you think maybe your faith in the Lord got you through the hard times during
I
the
think
war?
it helps, yes, sir.
I know, Homer, that other people have asked you this question, but I'm going to ask you too.
All right.
What's your secret to long life and to being 107 years old?
There is no secret. Well, I think probably what helped me a whole lot, I worked outside a lot. I was a chief engineer of the State Highway and Bridge Authority of Pennsylvania for a long time, and I was also before that time I chief of party of a survey corps, out on the job all the time, out in the world, out in Pennsylvania, no place but Pennsylvania. I was, but I think this the outside living and the kind of work that I did has helped to make my life as long as it is now.
How about your food diet? Do you eat real good? Maybe your food helped?
Oh, I eat at most anything, yes. That's, you can ask my girl, my cook here, she'll tell you.
Yeah. Well, you look really good, Homer.
Well, thank you.
Do you have a girlfriend?
No, sir.
No. Tell me about playing golf. You like to play golf?
I used to, I have liked to play golf all my life, or all, since I was old enough to do it. But I don't know, recently, just in the last 6 months, I have declined from playing golf almost completely. I think maybe it's the age that has a little to do with it.
Well, maybe, huh? What do you like to do during the day? Do you like to walk?
I like to take a little walk, yes, do some walking. Yes, I always do some walking, try to.
Homer, you have 2 children.
Yes?
How many grandchildren do you know?
No, I don't. I should know, I don't, so.
Does he have grandchildren? One grandchild, okay, one grandchild. Is there anything else you remember about World War I that maybe you could tell me that maybe you remember now that I'm asking you some questions? Did a lot of your friends join the army too?
Well, I had some friends, yes, join the army too, but we weren't together any longer than it took to really to join the army, because you never get in the place where you figure you're going to get in. You get, I was in the veterans of, and I had good service. And
Homer, were any of your friends killed or wounded in World War I?
no,
No?
thank goodness for that.
Homer, you said you go to church every Sunday.
I try to, yes, sir.
What church do you go to?
The
You go to a Catholic church?
no. I go to what do we call it? It's
Presbyterian?
a Presbyterian. Yes, it is a Presbyterian. It's
Homer?
a Reform, really.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And do you play any musical instruments? You don't play the piano?
No, I have no music.
What kind of music did you used to like, though, Homer?
Oh, I like piano music. I like. There isn't any kind of music I don't think that I don't like, but.
Do you like rock and roll music?
Yes, I do.
What do you remember about your parents, your mother and your father? What do you remember?
Well, they're still alive, and I remember quite a bit about them.
Yeah.
They were very good to me, and they, I think they raised me like the ordinary child is raised. Nothing's.
Homer, you say you go to church, so you believe in God. And
Yes,
you're
indeed,
a
I do.
praying man. Did you ever think you would be 107 years old?
No, I never thought I would be. No, but I'm just right now the way that my health is and so on. I think I might be 114 before, or 15 maybe.
Well, if you get to be that old, I want to come back and talk to you.
All right.
Homer, do you ever worry about dying?
No, no. That's for somebody else.
Yeah. So you don't worry a lot, huh?
No. I feel as you say, by my age and so on and so forth, I feel that when my time comes now, it's that I've had a good life and a good time of it, so I have to be ready to take it.
Yeah. Obviously, you believe in heaven, right?
I surely do.
So when you leave this world, that's where you're going to go?
I hope so.
Yeah.
I certainly hope so.
Do you read the Bible? Did you used to read the Bible a lot?
No, I read it some, but reading has always been a very difficult problem with me. My eyes are not the reading type eyes that most people have,
Yeah.
and I never could get really interested in reading any lengths of time. I read it a couple hours or something like that, maybe, but that would be a plenty time for me. And lots of people read a whole evening.
Homer, what do you think about all these people interviewing you? Do you get tired of it?
No, there hasn't been so many.
Uh-huh.
I haven't had so many interviews as you might think.
Well, you look real good on my camera. Yeah. Yeah. You look like your hearing is really good.
My hearing is pretty good.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah. Can you think of anything else I have forgotten to ask? Maybe I know what I would ask. Homer, what's your favorite thing to do during the day?
I don't know if I have a favorite, but I
It sounds like you get around pretty good on your own.
I do. I do.
What do you remember about going to school when you were younger?
Oh, to tell you the truth, I rather enjoyed school, and I got along pretty good in school. I wasn't the smartest people, smartest students or anything like that, but I was always among them, nevertheless. And
Did you have a favorite subject in school that you like to study?
Well, I'd say if my favorite subject was more or less geography.
Uh-huh.
I like to study what goes on in the world and so on and so forth, and what had gone on. So geography, I would say, was my favorite.
What do you remember about your brothers and sister? How many brothers? Six brothers and sisters. You had 6 brothers and sisters.
Yeah.
What do you remember about them?
Well, I remember that I enjoyed being with any one of them at any time, and they were very good company for me.
Did you have a favorite movie that you like to watch?
Oh, I did have, but I forget what it was. Uh-huh.
Do you remember meeting Dr. Kennedy, Dr. James Kennedy?
Oh, very well. Dr. Kennedy and I are very good friends. Very good friends. He stopped to shake hands with me last Sunday when I was sitting on the back of the church, and he come in to go down front. He stopped where I was, and
I forgot. I'm in Florida. He's Corwich, Florida. That's the church, right? Dr. Kennedy's church. Yes. Yes.
that's
Well, next time you see him, tell him that Larry Capetto says hello. That's me, Larry Capetto.
Larry Capello.
Tell him that I say hello.
Oh,
If you remember to do that.
yeah. Larry Capello?
Yep, that's who I am.
And you met him before?
No, just I see him on television,
Oh,
and I really admire him.
yes. He's a very fine man.
Yes, yes. Yeah. Do you remember anything about the airplanes back in World War One?
Well,
Did you fly on airplanes?
oh, yeah. Yes. No, I didn't fly one. No.
No, but you flew. You were.
Oh,
on,
I flew in one.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, I flew in several. Yes.
And you were born in 1897.
Mm-hmm.
Does it seem like a long time ago for you? When you were a young boy?
Oh, yes. Yes, quite a while ago. Yeah.
Homer, what advice would you give a young person today?
Respect the Lord. That's the one thing I would say. And
Do you have a favorite passage of scripture in the Bible?
no, I don't have. I, sorry to say, because I think I have two or three that I like pretty well.
Well, I think that's about all the other questions I had, Homer. Do you have any questions for me?
No,
Okay.
I just want to know what you're going to do with that.
Well, really, what I'd like to do is maybe use the part of you saluting and talking a little bit about World War One.
Uh-huh.
Just the little bits that you remember about that. Probably just nothing other than that, and the fact that I wanted to talk with you because I haven't talked to any World War One veterans. Are there a lot of them alive?
Oh, I don't think so now, no.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a lot of them alive now. Because I was young
Yeah.
in World War I,
Uh-huh.
and I come almost not having to even go to World War I because I was just on the age of being too young.
Yeah.
But I made it, and I didn't have any. Well, I didn't get any real battles, but I had several small jobs that we had to do to clean up on several areas.
Yeah.
But
Is there anything else about World War One you can remember that you could tell me for my film?
no, I don't know what it would be.
Well, we were at war with Germany, right?
Yes.
Do you remember why we were at war with Germany? Did they attack us, or why did we have World War One?
That's a good question, and I just don't have a good answer.
Do you have
As soon as you get that answer from somebody,
do you have any old pictures of yourself during World War One?
oh, if I do, I don't know where they are.
Yeah, because a lot of the World War II veterans that I talked
I don't know
to.
where to look for one even.
Yeah. Well, I guess that's. I'll go ahead and probably shut the camera. Or just a second. Yeah.
Hmm?
Do you remember your wife was a nurse?
No, my wife was not a nurse, but my wife was. My wife, I say she wasn't, but she was.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, she was.
She was a nurse, huh? Did she work
Yeah.
did she work in a hospital?
No, she didn't. She worked. Well, I don't even know about at that time.
Yeah.
I think she.
Tell me what kind of work you did after the war again. You were. Tell me the kind of work.
Highway engineer.
Highway engineer. Did you build highways
I made surveys for them to build them.
in Pennsylvania?
Yep.
Anywhere else?
No, I was the chief engineer of the State Highway and Bridge Authority of Pennsylvania.
Was that a good job for you?
Yes, it was. I enjoyed it, really. Took a lot of work.
Yeah.
But I didn't mind that because we were making progress.
Yeah. And you don't remember too much about being an observer in World War One? The type of work that you did? Was it the same type of work?
In World War I,
Yes. Is that the same
Oh.
kind of work that you did in World War One that you did with the Pennsylvania work?
part of it was, but I'd say the most of it wasn't because we were on army work most of the time. Most of us were pretty young people in that time, and we had a lot of training to get into before they put us into service.
Yes. Well, Homer, I think you told me some good things,
I hope so. I hope you're.
and I'm real honored to be here today and to talk with you. And you're an inspiration to me, sir.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
And
Well,
another thing that I'm doing, Homer, is I'm showing my films in schools and teaching children about World
Oh.
War II, and now maybe a little bit about World War One. Is there anything you could tell the students of today about World War One or about living to be 107 years old?
no, let's see.
What could you tell the kids today in the schools about World War One? Anything?
It would be hard to do. Yeah,
That's a long time ago.
yes, it is.
Well, if you think you're done, I'm going to turn off the camera. Okay. Any more thoughts that you have about that?
Any more thoughts that I have about what?
About World War One? Any more thoughts?
No, I don't believe so.
Okay. Okay. Could I ask you to, Homer,
Yeah.
at the end of my interviews with my World War II veterans, I asked them to do a salute for me. Could you give me a salute, sir?
I give you a salute.
Into the camera. Just salute the camera. I want to have a picture of you doing a salute, an army salute. Okay, sir. That's good. That was good.